as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
14.
From the 27, Wilson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Etienne, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. No gain on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Badgley's kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Handoff comes to Cook. A beautiful fake. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Wilson's throw complete there to Conley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he gets it down to the 32.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, it's Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Watch the pass. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
They'll run with Cook. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Devon Hamilton on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal. The Jaguars
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
4 down.
Jaguars 3, Vikings 0.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
I'm coming. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
A give. This is Cook. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Yeah, get on the field. 4 down. 56. Check 56.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson flush to it, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Russell Wilson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Vikings 7, Jaguars 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now as a quarterback, pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Lawrence will throw. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Oh, looking for Water, but this is intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. He finds his man, complete. That's Kramer. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. With it is Jackson. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Cook shifts past him at the 45. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. Touchdown, Vikings! Boy, the word with Dalvin Cook is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now Wilson on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Another tote for Etienne. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Check, check, go back, go back. We got motion, back up, back up.
Rosen off the play action. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play action here with Rosen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to the 10. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
31. Jaguars 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
56 is mine. 56 is mine. Come on, D.
Now Cook. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. You don't know no better.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Bag it. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
Play action. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Now Wilson. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. A try here for the extra point. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Looking to throw again on second down. Rosen. He finds his man complete. It's Kramer. Escapes the defender. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. And now it's Rosen looking. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20.
Is good. Makes the score Vikings 37, Jaguars 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're in control here as they start first and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that two-game losing streak. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. Stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 176 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
At the 43-yard line.
56 right there, 56.
On second down now. It's Cook. And some room to maneuver. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Point after here coming up. And that stretches the lead to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Still 15 yards to go, second down. Another try after the first down sack. Rosen. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Hook up of 15 yards there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run with Etienne. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. He finds his man, complete. It's Kramer. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score Vikings 44, Jaguars 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Danielle Hunter on the stop. 8 yards on the pickup.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Minnesota, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.